The Airbus A380 was supposed to redefine air travel, giant of the skies, double-deck four-engine colossus that promised luxury, capacity, and prestige. Around the world, airlines lined up to place their orders. It felt like everyone wanted a super jumbo in their fleet. But when Airbus arrived in Hong Kong to present this aircraft to Cathay Pacific, something unexpected happened. There were no headlines, no excited announcements, no future of aviation celebrations. Cathay Pacific simply said no, quietly, calmly, almost silently. At that moment, it looked like hesitation. Today, it looks like pure foresight. The real question is, why did one of Asia's most respected airlines reject the plane everyone else dreamed of operating? And what does this decision reveal about how airlines fight, survive, and protect their profits? In the early 2000s, Airbus executives stepped into Hong Kong with confidence. Their A380 pitch was polished and flawless. On paper, Cathay Pacific seemed like the ideal customer. Cathay flew some of the world's busiest long-haul routes. Hong Kong to London, Hong Kong to Sydney, multiple times each day. Airports like Heathrow rewarded larger aircraft, making the idea of a 500-seat giant incredibly tempting. Cathay's premium-heavy passenger base matched. The A380's luxurious cabins perfectly. Aviation experts waited for the announcement. It felt inevitable. Meetings were held behind closed doors. Route studies were run. Financial models were repeatedly tested. But the announcement never came. Instead, Cathay Pacific made one of the most important and quiet decisions in its history. A decision that would influence everything from its network to its survival during the world's biggest aviation crisis. Emirates built an empire around the A380. Because of where Dubai sits on the map, perfectly placed between Europe, Asia, and Africa. Every day, millions of travelers pass through Dubai on their way somewhere else. Massive connecting flows fuel Emirates' super jumbo strategy, but Hong Kong works differently. Cathay Pacific operates a huge international network, but the question behind the scenes was simple. How many passengers actually need to connect through Hong Kong anymore? Direct flights are everywhere. Tokyo and Seoul offer better connections between the US and Southeast Asia and Hong Kong's colonial trade hub geography did not turn it into a Dubai-style mega connector in the modern world to fill the A380's 500-plus seats profitably. An airline needs either enormous local demand or massive transfer traffic. Hong Kong had some of both, but nowhere near Dubai's volume. Cathay's planners knew this. Their analysts confirmed it. And this was just the beginning. While Airbus focused on the A380 size, Cathay focused on something entirely different: schedule frequency. They realized something simple but powerful. Business travelers don't care about flying on a giant aircraft. They care about flying at a convenient time. Instead of one huge A380 to London, Cathay preferred multiple daily flights, morning, afternoon, late evening, near midnight. More choices, more premium seats spread across the day, and far more flexibility. A 380 would lock Cathay into one departure, one arrival, and zero flexibility if demand changed. Missed your forecast even slightly? You fly a half-empty super jumbo that burns fuel on 4 engines. Multiple smaller flights solved everything. Add flights when demand rises, cut flights when demand drops. Keep premium travelers happy with options. Try adjusting a 380 capacity that quickly. You can't. The A380's price tag wasn't the real problem. The real issue was the operational complexity of running such a small A380 fleet. For only 8 to 12 aircraft, KA would need special ground equipment, larger gates, dedicated hangars, separate pilot training, different maintenance tools, unique spare parts stored at multiple airports. The costs were brutal. Meanwhile, Cathay already had over 50 Boeing 777s, one of the most efficient, flexible, and scalable fleets in the world. Economies of scale made everything cheaper. Shared training, shared maintenance, shared parts, shared route flexibility. Analysts agreed. The A380 only becomes cost-effective when airlines operate large fleets. Cathay had no reason or market to do that. There was something else Airbus didn't account for: Unlike Heathrow or JFK, Hong Kong Airport did not suffer extreme slot restrictions during the A380's early years. Cathay, as the home airline, had priority access to slots. They didn't need a giant plane to maximize passengers per landing slot. They already had the freedom to spread flights across the day. So why squeeze 500 passengers into one A380? When three 300-seat 777s could do the job with better timing and more premium seats. This freedom gave Cathay a huge advantage and made one of the A380's biggest selling points completely irrelevant: Cathay's long haul strategy focused on premium travelers first class, lie-flat business class, high-yield corporate travelers. These are people who pay for direct flights, comfortable schedules, reliability. Giant flying palaces Emirates filled its A380 South, with hundreds of connecting economy passengers coming from dozens of Middle Eastern and Middle African and South Asian cities. Cathay's passengers were different. Their spending patterns were different. Their expectations were different. One huge A380 didn't fit the psychology or the economics of the Hong Kong market. Cathay watched closely as Singapore Airlines made the A380 work, because Changi Airport funnels huge volumes of regional traffic. Emirates mastered the A380 thanks to Dubai's perfect geography and government support, but Cathay realized something critical. Their business model was completely different. They were building something else, a network based on efficiency, flexibility, and premium passengers. Cathay doubled down on twin-engine aircraft, Boeing 777-300 ARS, Airbus A350 to 900s Airbus, A350-1000 STs. Aircraft offered lower fuel burn, cheaper maintenance, better long-range performance, access to more airports. Perfect size for thinner routes, the A350-1000 delivered about 70% of an A380 seats with far lower costs and could reach destinations the A380 never could. Routes like Hong Kong-Boston, Hong Kong-Seattle, Hong Kong-Toronto. These routes could never support an A380, but they thrived with twin jets. Meanwhile, airlines that chose the A380 became locked into huge, risky high-density routes. Cathay avoided that trap. March 2020 changed everything. COVID-19 collapsed global aviation. Passenger numbers dropped by 90%, and the A380 became a financial disaster. Emirates grounded their entire fleet. Singapore Airlines parked theirs for over a year. Lufthansa retired multiple A380s permanently. Air France retired all of them overnight. The A380 could not survive low-demand flying. Cathay, however, had a fleet built for flexibility. They leaned on their 777s and A350s. Lower fuel cost, easier scheduling. Perfect size for reduced demand. Simple to use for cargo operations. Cargo revenue alone brought in 35.8 billion HKD in 2021, a time when passenger demand nearly disappeared. By MID 2025, Cathay reached 92% of its pre-pandemic capacity, faster than many global rivals. The pandemic didn't just prove they were right, it proved they were brilliant. Today, the story is clear. Emirates is shifting away from the A380. Airlines worldwide are retiring them early. Many struggle to use them profitably. Meanwhile, Cathay Pacific operates one of the most efficient long-haul fleets in the world. Their choice to reject the A380 wasn't a safe choice. It wasn't a boring choice. It was a smart, strategic, deeply informed decision. Cathay chose frequency over size, flexibility over spectacle, efficiency over ego, profit over prestige. Airbus A380 will always be an engineering masterpiece. But even masterpieces can fail in the real world. Cathay Pacific saw that before anyone else did. And when the world's biggest aviation crisis hit, their strategy didn't just protect them, it saved them.